I hit the wrong button. I didn't want to stop the stream. Did I accidentally stop the stream? Oh, thank you for not stopping. Thank you. Okay, okay. Ooh, that would have been bad. But yeah, we're gonna be reacting to this as
These
well.
influencers tried to scam a family-owned restaurant and instead got exposed as complete frauds. And the way they tried to handle the whole situation just made things so much worse. Because,
oh, you're kidding. Oh, I am so shocked about this.
Stolen free food. The entire family and their ventures, I guess, went private on Instagram, and they started doing this like weird version of damage control. And I say weird version of damage control because they're just doing way more damage considering the newest update, because it's just insane. And honestly, I wasn't expecting this situation to get this far, especially when I first saw this. But now that we're covering it here on this channel, you know it's all downhill from here.
Oh, probably. Yeah, pretty much.
Claiming they were also scammed by these sisters in the past. You know, because there's nothing like being an entitled influencer allegedly.
If you're known to scam, why would you return? That's what I want to know. Why are you returning somewhere that already has you pegged as a scammer?
Scamming a bunch of small businesses. What great people. But it only took a small amount of digging for me to realize that this family has tried a lot of different avenues.
Morality aside, why are you known for scamming somebody, going back to scam them again?
The news to achieve fame over the years, going on talk shows, writing a whole bunch of books, producing documentaries that I can't find anywhere. I can't even find the books, by the way. And then on top of that, they've also allegedly been sending in fake tips to tabloids for social media fame. But now they're trying to take the legal route against the creator who originally exposed them for the scam, except it looks like their lawyer might just be about as legitimate as they are. So how did all of this happen? Well, a few days ago, there's a creator by the name of Dottie, and he's known for exposing entitled influencers. He posted a video about the situation.
There's a lot of people that do that. Where a lot of influencers are actually exposing other influencers that are known for scamming. The bad etiquette in certain public spaces. Joey Swole being one of them, who exposes people that misuse the gym. He doesn't only target one demographic. He targets anybody who misuses the gym space.
Then
an influencer ripped off a family-owned small business for hundreds of
It's
dollars.
really bad taste to rip people off. Yeah.
So in short, the twin sisters are
especially family-owned.
And Sarah Talby. Both of these are influencers living in LA with over 1 million followers each, which is kind of interesting because I've never heard of them, but
I have not either.
Influencer is one of the most insufferable and oversaturated words ever, because you just have new people spinning up every day at this point claiming they're influencers, and they're all equally as insufferable. But apparently, Leah reached out to a restaurant.
A lot of people are insufferable in that.
About doing a collaboration. Meaning that they would get free food and make some posts on their social medias in exchange for free food. Honestly, this isn't anything new.
It's really not. It's really not.
For exposure, that's already been memed pretty hard before, because let's be real, people can't pay their bills with exposure, and
they really can't. No.
Advertise something to your followers doesn't necessarily mean that it'll actually translate into sales, especially when you have 1 million followers on Instagram. But for some reason, you're reaching out to do a $450 brand deal from a restaurant for free food.
What?
It doesn't make sense.
It really doesn't.
1 million followers on Instagram, your brand deals are worth a whole lot more than $450.
Yeah, they are.
Followers just aren't as engaged or real. Who knows? There's a lot of questions I have here. Regardless, she's reaching out.
How many followers do I have? I think 115. Yeah, I have 115 followers on Twitch alone, and 88 on. I have 115 on Twitch alone, and 88 on YouTube. Because there are people that actually do enjoy the smaller things I do. And I'm hoping to grow and then and improve as a creator, because I really
Definitely
do
want to know
because I really do want to.
a lot about this creator or even know them pretty well before agreeing to something.
But not for what so many people are. I seriously do want to make friends on the platform. Yeah.
Something like this. But influencer marketing is one of the most common strategies out there today. So to give them the benefit of the doubt, like, why would they be skeptical of a seemingly large influencer wanting to create content about their restaurant?
That
be a
is
good thing
sketchy.
for them.
After confirming her reservation, Leah then proceeds to mention she's bringing a third person, to which the restaurant says is fine as long as they agree to post one story, one Instagram reel, and
Yeah.
one TikTok.
Oh.
Leah reached out talking about only her and her twin Sarah going to dine there. But pretty quickly, she mentions there's going to be a third food influencer that will be joining them. And again, that's a little bit annoying, but not a huge deal. So the restaurant still accommodates them and clarifies that it's 3 people, and all 3 people will each post to their TikTok and Instagram for this free meal. And honestly, I'd even bet if they'd accepted the same reel, just reposted on TikTok, but I guess that was just way too much for these twins.
But then says she's actually showing up with a group of 6 people.
Oh, God.
She's showing up with a bunch of big food creators and publications who are going to highlight the restaurant. You can see she lists them off here.
So, according to Dottie, Leah then changed her tune again and said it would suddenly be
Oh,
a group of
oh
5
my
or 6
goodness.
people. But her explanation was that they would capture high-quality video and photo coverage with a mix of Instagram Reels, stories, and tagged posts. And she also tagged a few of the supposed accounts that would be dining with her. So I guess now you have 2
That's
influencers
bad
for $1
taste. That's
million each,
really
plus
bad
3
taste.
large
Oh
LA
my
food
goodness.
accounts. That's a solid reach. But also, like,
Yeah,
it is a little bit
it is.
weird.
It is
Why
weird.
are
Yeah.
all of these people just trying to dine for free? Because if they're so successful, would you just want to enjoy a meal? Like, why do you want to work when you're supposed to be enjoying it? Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. I get that they're now tagging like food blogs and so on, and often restaurants will reach out to these food bloggers or food magazines and so on to come try their food, but like something's not adding up here. I'm just saying,
it's really not
the
adding
bottom
up.
line is, if you're a successful creator, you don't need to beg for $450.
You really
to take
don't.
you and 5 girlfriends out for dinner. But regardless, the night comes and seems to go by smoothly, and Leah and her friends, they received about $450 worth of free food and drinks. And we have evidence of this through a receipt that the restaurant provided. And they also posted a few stories where they were there, and then they left. So this is where everything starts to go very bad for the twins, because a few weeks pass, and there's still radio silence from them. None of these accounts have posted any of these supposed high quality.
Oh, yep, there it is.
Now a few weeks pass and nobody from that group has posted what Leah promised, so the restaurant does some digging after Leah ignores their messages.
So the restaurant, Men and Beasts, they reached out to Leah again, and in my opinion, they're already giving her way too much grace. They could have swinging, but still gave her the benefit of the doubt. But when there was still no response, the restaurant started reaching out to the food accounts that were allegedly eating with them and also got free food.
Remember those big food content creators that Leah said she was bringing? Well, the restaurant reached out to one of them directly, and they have no idea about this dinner or Leah.
Yeah, this is where things really started to unravel, because one of the LA food accounts that she sent over to the restaurant allegedly said they had 0 affiliation with Leah. And they also had been replying to comments saying that they have never met her ever. So now...
Oh my goodness. So they lied about knowing these people. Oh.
Influencers are just complete frauds, and they were trying to ball on a budget and beg a mom and pop restaurant for $450 for a girls' night instead of going for whatever they could afford, which I guess would be boxed wine and pantry pasta. That would be a great girls' night, because guess what? They wouldn't have been exposed for doing all this, and they wouldn't be stealing $450 from a family restaurant. And look, I'm not hating on boxed wine, and
it takes no effort to just have a night to yourself and your friends and be a good person. It takes no effort. And to go into all of this effort, it makes you look so much worse.
pantry pasta, but it goes to show these influencers, the only thing that they did was post a story that they were out with the girls eating some, you know, expensive meal, because that's what they wanted. They wanted to portray and say, look, we can afford to eat at nice restaurants in LA.
Yeah.
Apparently they can't. Because if you could, one would at least think that you wouldn't be acting like this.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, this is a small business started by an immigrant woman from China that is now out $500 and wasted their time.
Oh, that feels
serving this
so
group of
bad.
absolute losers who thought they could get away with this because they have internet clout.
Well, the story instantly blew up with
I
tons
feel
of
so
callers
bad
tagging
for
the sisters
her.
and various brands that they had worked with in the past, calling for companies to end their partnerships with them. And I mean, it took no time at all for the girls to private their Instagram accounts, but I guess it was too late. The drama was unfolding with or without them, because other small business owners who had also been burned by the girls started coming forward, like the makeup artist by name of Marilyn Mua.
So a while back, one of the Tel Aviv sisters DM'd me on Instagram telling me how much she loved my work and that she wanted to collaborate. She said she would post me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and that she was attending like a press event magazine during Coachella. She was extremely kind, sweet in her messages, and honestly, that's how she built my trust. She originally asked me to make up for 3 days. I told her that I could only collaborate for 1 day because I'm a small business and I couldn't afford to work the 3 days for free. Even though if it was free, I still apologize for her to not being able to do the 3 days. And she was so nice about it. She said she understood, that she still wanted to like book me.
So she claims that Leah did the same thing to her. She asked to collab and then ghosted her at the end of the deal. I'm making a quick drink here real quick. Yeah, only 2 scoops.
Yeah,
Gamer Subs is like a full canister of this. So one of these little tubs right here is 50 of these big shakers. But yeah, I'm trying not to have too much sugar, and this is the best sugar-free lemonade that I've found on the market. And if you don't believe me, you can literally try it for free. Go into gamersubs.gg/Atozy.
Oh.
Use code Atozy and you literally get free samples. Or if you do believe me and want to support the channel, you can also just get a tub yourself and use code Atozy for 10% off. And by doing so, you would also help the channel get its own flavor on Gamer Subs. So that's my goal for 2026. But obviously, back
That's
to
a good goal.
Mary claims that Leah did the same thing to her.
Marilyn.
Asked to collab,
And then that.
ghosted her at the end of the deal. And then on top of that, she apparently was pretty unprofessional, wasn't even ready for the appointment that she had arranged.
So on the day of the appointment, I arrived at 8 a.m. exactly at the scheduled time, and she didn't answer the door. I called her phone, I called her on Instagram, I knocked her hotel door, nothing. She didn't open the door until it was like 8:40. When she finally opened the door, it was Leah. She looked extremely hungover. She still had her makeup on last night, and she didn't even have her face washed. And then she asked me if
This
I
is,
needed the eye makeup she already had from the night before. I told her no, and that she needed to wash her face first before I could start. So she went to wash her face and came back wearing pajamas. And I remember thinking to myself,
This
"Who is
is
for free?
this is a
And then
toughie.
in the
This is
same
really a
fashion,
toughie.
Leah and Sarah never posted the promised TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube content, and instead only posted one Instagram story with a tiny tag for Marilyn. Did I call her Mary at first? I mean Marilyn.
Posts on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And do you know what I actually got? One single Instagram story. That's it. And my name was so small that you could barely see it. No TikTok. One single Instagram story. That's it.
Hold on, I'm going to lean in. I don't even see it. Is it this right here?
And my name was so small that you could barely see it. No TikTok post, no Instagram post, no YouTube post, nothing. And the sad part is that because
God
I
damn.
actually had to message her, asking her if she could please tag me, which honestly felt very embarrassing because that was the whole point of the collaboration.
So no,
It
this is
was.
not just like a one-time oopsie. These sisters clearly seem to be leveraging their clout against businesses, that
Which is
they
sad.
deem too small
It's
to
sad
fight
on its
back
own.
against them. Not that you can really call allegedly stealing $450 from a small business or
Mhm.
a restaurant an oopsie, because that's not an oopsie at all.
It's
They
really not an
decided to
oopsie.
do this one last-ditch effort to end this expose, and this is where the final nail in the coffin really hits, because Dottie came back just a day or two later with this very interesting upload, because he says that Sarah had her quote-unquote lawyer send him a cease and desist, stating that he had to take down the video or face legal
What?
action for defamation.
A few days ago, I posted about this influencer who went to a restaurant
Wow.
with hundreds of dollars of free food. Well, Leah here saw the video and she didn't like it. She had her lawyer, Ryan Sauter,
Okay, so quick thing. It's not defamation if it's true. It's only defamation if it's false.
of Sauter Law Group send me an email.
At least I
demanding
think
that
that's how it
remove
works.
the video or face potential legal action for defamation, ending that I remove the video or face potential legal action for
Show us
defamation.
the
What I
document.
didn't realize is the California State Bar has an entire website and database for every
Uh-huh.
licensed attorney in the state. And this alleged attorney in California isn't on there. So apparently she listed her lawyer as a guy by the name of Ryan Sauter. And then she also put his legal firm and address below. But the firm doesn't exist, and the address is
Yeah, that's a big thing too. If somebody sends you a firm or a law firm or a lawyer's credentials, and it doesn't match up, that's a good way to see if it's a legit cease and desist lawsuit or whatever, if somebody's trying to get you into legal trouble. Yeah.
is kind of interesting because apparently his firm is based inside of the lobby of this corporate building. So the address is just this office building, and I guess his legal office is just in the reception of this office building. To ask about the guy, the building confirmed that he's never been a tenant for them.
Now, there's only one small problem with this. Ryan Sauter isn't a lawyer, and Sauter Law Group doesn't exist.
So I guess that just means whoever this Ryan guy is either committing a crime by pretending to be a licensed attorney,
Or he doesn't
not
exist.
reported to the proper authorities, or the twins just made up a fake lawyer.
Yeah.
Who knows? With their track record, I wouldn't put that past them.
I wouldn't either.
What is
No.
illegal in California? Impersonating an attorney, and rest assured,
Uh-huh,
report
it is.
Ryan to the proper authorities.
Either way, I don't know if Lee and Sarah stand to be held responsible for bringing a fake lawyer into this, but you'll find out that a lot of what they post just seems to be smoke and mirrors. At least I did after just doing a little bit of digging. Because when everything went down, I also noticed two other accounts that Sarah tagged in her bio that both seem to be run by the sisters, at least in some capacity. So you have the Talabi report, where the girls, I guess, LARP as fashion and tech journalists.
Wow.
So you can look forward to the Talabi report,
This is the
bringing
spot
you
I
news
was
specifically about
mentioning.
all
I
the
didn't know if I could.
trends and beauty trends around the
This is the spot I didn't know I could show because of their specific outfits. It looks questionable.
world.
And then you have Visualist Mag, which is described as a leading cultural force distinguished in its rare intersection of art, film, and fashion. There is nothing rare about that intersection. That is the most
There
LA
isn't.
intersection I have ever heard of. Art, film, and fashion. That sounds like half the people in LA. But
It does. It really does.
Culture Force is interesting because, again, I don't think any of us have heard of them before this. But it's starting.
I
to
have
seem
not heard of
everything
them
that
at
the
all.
Talabi Twins are known for seems to be something of their own creation that they're using puff pieces to try to make look legitimate. For instance,
Yeah.
they're supposed to be filmmakers at Changemaker Studios, according to a very flattering Forbes article and IMDb. And the reason I say puff pieces is because all of these articles seem to be by the same group of people, so they could be
What?
paid for. Who knows?
They could
But
be.
the two quote-unquote documentaries they have said that they directed, produced, and starred in, they're nowhere to be found. I couldn't find them online. Not to mention, they have suspiciously generic titles and themes, so
Pers-
trying to find confirmation of their existence becomes nearly impossible. And again, this seems to be kind of a theme. For every Talabi business I could find, there's a legitimate one with a similar, if not identical name and model that floods the search results with confusing links and AI explanations. Basically, they're making it impossible to verify what's real and what's a gray area. Now, am I alleging anything here?
Ooh.
No, I'm just looking at what I can find and reporting back to you guys. So obviously, take all of this with a grain of salt. But
Like
Changemaker
everything,
Studios
yeah.
in London, that comes up when you search Changemaker Studios. Their company does not come up. But the Talabi sisters, apparently they do everything because they also have a fashion marketing agency called La Lux V that supposedly merged with PR powerhouse agency Koch PR Group. But the problem is when you go to this powerhouse website, it looks very amateur. Honestly, go to a
Oh
media
my
school,
goodness.
Give them 5 minutes in Canva and they can make something better than this. But regardless, there's a media school.
This just looks like something that they pulled off of Google Images and then posted on their website. Like this. What? This just looks. What? This is just like really random. It just looks like something they pulled off of Google Images.
and give them 5 minutes in Canva and they can make something better than this. But
Yeah,
regardless, there's,
probably.
no information on this website, and you have to give them your contact information if you want to find out more. But again, what do you know? There actually is a legit Koch PR company that comes up when you search them up, muddying the waters yet again. So it sort of feels like the sisters just like really rely on people's assumptions and hope no one will look any deeper and potentially find out the truth.
Really?
Like when they send their own anonymous tip to Dumoy, which is a celebrity gossip page, and they got called out for trying to pretend that they hooked up with Timothy Chalamet and Leonardo DiCaprio at Coachella. Again, I mean, they are just
Okay.
desperate for any attention whatsoever.
Yeah, sounds like it.
At the Leonardo DiCaprio message I got from a Finsta, spotted Leo DiCaprio at Coachella party with model Leah Talaby, her sister. They were kissing and cuddling the whole time. So these sisters.
Hold on. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, hold on. What did they say?
Sister. They were kissing and cuddling the whole time.
Finsta, yeah. Let's see. Leonardo DiCaprio, Finsta. There is no verified public information regarding a Finsta fake Instagram bio for Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay, that was.
So these sisters were trying to set me up to post that one was making out with Timmy and one was making out with Leo.
Done. That's
I
it.
figured something out. So I messaged them and I said, "Did you happen to have a pic of them together making out?" And they never messaged me back.
Okay, wow.
They were setting me up. They were trying to get the rumors
Yeah.
out there, to get their names out there. Busted.
But apparently the Timothy Chalamet rumor actually circulated on mainstream media, and
It
Sarah wasted
probably
no
did,
time
yeah.
capitalizing on the gossip. So she was speaking out about this all over the place, except all she was doing was avoiding confirming or denying the rumors, trying to just garner sympathy and promoting another book that I couldn't find anywhere. Because when I tried to look for that book,
I couldn't find
found an
anything
article
either.
referencing another book, and I can't find that other book either. Like, what is going on here?
I'm actually gonna see if I
Every
can find
book
any of
everything about
any
these
of their
girls
books.
seems fake and like a desperate attempt of becoming famous. If anything, it's surprising how long it finally took for them to be caught in their own weird web of alleged lies. Because
I'm actually-
confirm it's all a lie, but like
I'm actually gonna look up if I can find anything, if I can, and yeah.
I can't confirm that it's true either. And I guess if you need any more proof that everything they do is a grift to try to become famous, what if I told you they went on Dr. Phil 6 years ago?
Are you kidding me?
Social media that they're going to become famous.
One clip I found shows Sarah calling herself the best dancer in the world and claiming that she turned down a $500,000 scholarship to pursue her dreams.
What?
Every single type of dance. I even do tap. And like Irish, African, Arabian, hip hop, ballet, and then my own little freestyle, you know what I'm saying?
And this is all while
I-
showing the world
what?
her dance moves.
I am
Dance moves.
the best dancer in the world. The world just doesn't know it.
Sarah always planned on going to Harvard.
I-
Then suddenly
Are you-
she got this
you don't
idea
look
that she
like
wanted
the
to become a
best
hip-hop
dancer.
Sarah has a $500,000 scholarship. It covers tuition, food, housing for undergrad and grad school.
I won every award, every honor, national titles. Took the SAT in the 7th grade. Honor roll all throughout high school. Full ride.
Notice she said she took the SAT. She took the SAT. Now, the thing about the SATs, you do have to pass them in specific things, but she only specified that she took them. She didn't say pass. She said, I took the SATs.
Scholarship to college. And I was just like, wait, I don't have to do this. I can do whatever I want.
I feel like she can really give that Australian breakdance lady a run for her money. But then there was another episode with
He's talking about Ray Gun, which I can't show. I can't even mention.
both of them dropping out again and pursuing their dreams by becoming models and famous on social media.
I express myself through fashion,
through makeup, and being in college just wasn't the way for me.
Leah told me she wanted to model, and I just couldn't believe it. My daughter Leah, she doesn't have an agent or a job modeling right now. I think she is just crazy.
My dad is going to be shocked when he sees how successful me and Leah are going to be. He's going to like have a heart attack. He's going to be there like gasping for air.
Well, I mean, I guess they got their wish. But
Yeah.
both girls tried to get on their podcast and very obviously fake cry about being cyberbullied for these appearances and how they were
Oh, yeah,
fake moms and
cyberbullied.
actually had no idea what was going on. Because they titled their video, Dr. Phil Ruined My Life. And once again,
I decided to go on Dr. Phil. However,
So basically like a certain someone in Scottsdale, Arizona, who was crying about the fake reviews of her restaurant. And yes, I did specify Scottsdale, Arizona, because that bit of context is the important part about who I'm talking about.
false, totally false pretenses. I was lied to, my words were twisted and manipulated, and the truth is, Dr. Phil ruined my life.
Sarah and Leah would try to spin the whole story that it was all fake to begin with into another headline.
Wow.
And hopefully, you know,
Wow.
get them some more attention online. Who knows? Maybe they thought they could do the whole thing that Bad Baby did a few years ago. And again, all of this is because
Bad Baby, why does that sound familiar? I don't remember Bad Baby at all. Why does that sound so familiar? Is she the Catch Me Outside girl? Is that why I remember her
they
vaguely?
couldn't pay for one dinner. They had to allegedly steal a $450 dinner so they could go have girls' night. Like, come on. This goes
That's the
way
sad part.
beyond faking it till you make it, because this is just pathetic. It'll definitely
It is
interesting to see if
pathetic.
anything comes from this. Honestly, I doubt it. Hopefully they come out and
There's probably not going
apologize
to
the
come anything
restaurant.
out of it.
Maybe send the $450 back to the restaurant.
Yeah,
but
that's the
that
best
might
thing you
be
can do.
Wishful thinking. Who
It
knows,
is
though?
wishful
But hey,
thinking,
if you're
though.
new here,
Yeah.
feel free to subscribe if you're new. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. If you want to support the channel in any other ways, you can go to matt.city and check out these beautiful mouse mounts we have. Or,
Oh!
the large mounts that are there.
Okay, the mouse
With my
pad actually
lens,
looks
it doesn't
interesting.
look that big. It's actually pretty big. And we also just dropped our camo collection on matt.city, which is our website. Then, of course, you can
Okay.
also check out gamersubs.gg/Atozy to get a free sample. Or if you already have the samples and you enjoy it, feel free to get it with code Atozy to get 10% off.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to look them up. What was their names? What were their names? Let's see. Who was it? Those fake influencers. Fake influencers scamming restaurant out of $450. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, the Talabi sisters. Talabi sisters books. Such as I Am Beautiful. Where can I find? Okay, I'm not gonna go into Gemini for that one. Talabi sisters movies. I'm only seeing artwork, but I'm not seeing... Oh, here's one on Rotten Tomatoes. The Two Sisters Horror Mystery. This isn't even about them. Okay, so I can't find anything about them either. All I see from them is literally them half dressed, which I can't show on Twitch, or their supposed collabs, but I'm not seeing anything about their movies. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. So Otozi wasn't wrong. They're just liars in general.